Hey, what's up? You're here today with Nick the Informative Fisherman. In today's quick tip, we're going to be discussing how to avoid backlash, and if it happens, how to fix it. The first step to avoiding backlash is avoiding hitting objects without your thumb being placed on the spool. Sometimes when you go to cast, you can clip a tree branch and your thumb's not on the spool, and you'll see that the line tries to hurry off the reel in a real quick fashion and ends up lifting all your line up, and it's unable to escape the reel, which causes a big bird's nest, and that's what we talk about when we say backlash. It's a big bird's nest, and all the line from right up here on the reel will spool up, and I'll show you that a little later on and how we can fix it. Another key thing that you want to know about when you purchase your bait casting reel, you don't want to put on heavier line than what's recommended for your reel. Otherwise, the line will try to force itself up off of your spool, and that could actually cause you to bird's nest. I know some guys still do it when they're flipping, but when you're casting, you want to use the recommended line weight for your reel. One of the most important things about a bait casting reel is your spool tension knob. Every time you get out to the water, you're going to want to make sure you keep a very close eye on this. Every lure that you use or tie on that day weighs a little bit different than the next. And it's very important that you have your spool tension knob just with a little bit of tension enough to where when you click down your spool release that your lure falls at slow motion. You don't want it to just fall bam and hit the ground and you cause a bird's nest from that. You want to be able to just click it down and your lure's going to fall real slow to the ground, and that's how you know you got it just right. Last but not least, it's very important to pay attention to your braking system inside of your bait caster. As you can see here, the little knobs on the outside of it, if you push them in, you have less brakes, so you can cast lighter lures. By pushing them out, you increase the brakes on your bait caster to where you would cast heavier lures. So if you're having a tough time getting adjusted for the weight of your lure, focus on your braking system before you focus on your spool tension knob. Okay, so here we have a bird's nest, aka backlash. Anything you want to call it's fine. Now what happens normally when lots of guys get a bird's nest like this, they pop down their spool release and they start working the line out the front. And you get to these knots. Sometimes you can't pull out and they get a little snug, just like this one's snug right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our thumb down with a good amount of pressure. We're going to re-engage the reel and we're going to go all the way around once or twice there, and then we're going to re-open the spool release and we're going to start walking the line back out. And we got past that knot that time. So here we go. Let's see if we can find another. Just keep going. And it looks like we're going to be cleared up. And that's how you avoid it when you're pulling the line out and you get caught on a knot. Put your thumb down real hard, re-engage, reel around a couple times, have your thumb work it loose, pop it back down, pull it out just past that knot, and you're good to go. And that's avoiding backlash and escaping backlash with Nick the Informative Fisherman. Best of fishing.